Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the stories that have shaped our world. Today, we're exploring a timeless classic from Aesop's Fables, a collection of stories that originated in ancient Greece thousands of years ago. The tale we're looking at is The Ant and the Grasshopper, a simple yet profound story about work, responsibility, and the importance of preparing for the future. It's a narrative that has been told and retold for generations, but its core message remains as relevant today as it was in ancient times. So, let's unpack this enduring fable and see what lessons we can apply to our own lives. First, let's meet our two main characters. On one hand, we have the ant. The ant is the embodiment of responsibility and foresight. He's diligent, hardworking, and always thinking one step ahead. He understands that the present is the time to prepare for the future. He's not flashy, he's not seeking attention. He's simply focused on his goals, working steadily, day after day. He represents the principle of delayed gratification, the idea that sacrificing a little comfort now can lead to much greater security and well-being later. On the other hand, we have the grasshopper. The grasshopper is cheerful, carefree, and loves to live in the moment. He's a musician, spending his days singing and enjoying the warm sunshine without a single worry. He represents the pursuit of immediate pleasure and the tendency to put off responsibilities. While his joyful nature is appealing, his lack of foresight is his fatal flaw. He sees work as a burden, something to be avoided in favor of fun and relaxation. He's the classic procrastinator, believing that tomorrow will take care of itself. The story unfolds during the beautiful, sun-drenched days of summer. While the world is bursting with life and abundance, the ant is busy. From sunrise to sunset, he methodically scours the fields, gathering grains of wheat and corn. He carries them one by one back to his nest, slowly building up a stockpile of food. It's tedious, repetitive work, but the ant is driven by a clear purpose. He knows that winter is coming. He understands that the ease and plenty of summer won't last forever. His every action is an investment in his future survival. Meanwhile, the grasshopper is having the time of his life. He hops from leaf to leaf, his fiddle in hand, filling the air with merry tunes. He sees the ant toiling away and can't help but mock him a little. "Why work so hard on such a lovely day?" he chirps. "Come and sing with me. There's plenty of food everywhere. Enjoy the summer while it lasts." He genuinely doesn't understand the ant's sense of urgency. For the grasshopper, the present moment is all that matters. The ant, ever so patient, pauses his work for a moment to offer some friendly advice. "I'm storing food for the winter," he explains. "The days will soon grow cold, and there will be nothing to eat. You should do the same." But the grasshopper just laughs it off. "Winter is ages away," he replies. "I have plenty of time." He dismisses the ant's warning, believing that his current carefree lifestyle can continue indefinitely. He fails to see the connection between the actions of today and the circumstances of tomorrow. And so, the seasons turn. The vibrant greens of summer give way to the golden hues of autumn, and soon, the first frost arrives. Winter descends upon the land, blanketing everything in a thick layer of snow. The world that was once so full of life and food is now barren and frozen. For the grasshopper, the party is officially over. His songs are silenced by the biting wind, and his stomach growls with a hunger he has never known before. He shivers in the cold, with no food and no shelter. the reality of his situation hits him hard. He had wasted his opportunity. In his desperation, shivering and weak, the grasshopper remembers the hard-working ant. He struggles through the snow to the ant's nest and knocks weakly on the door. When the ant opens it, the grasshopper sees a world of comfort and security. The nest is warm, and neatly organized piles of grain promise sustenance through the harshest winter days. "Please," the grasshopper begs, "can you spare some food? I'm starving." He finally understands the wisdom of the ant's tireless work. Here, different versions of the story offer different endings. In some tellings, the ant takes pity on the grasshopper, giving him just enough food to survive while delivering a stern lecture about responsibility. In other, harsher versions, the ant turns him away, saying, "You sang all summer, so you can dance all winter." Regardless of the specific outcome, the lesson is the same. The grasshopper learns a painful but valuable lesson about the consequences of his actions, or rather, his inaction. So, what are the core themes and moral lessons we can draw from this fable? The most obvious one is that hard work today ensures comfort tomorrow. The ant's security wasn't a matter of luck. It was the direct result of his consistent effort. This teaches us the value of discipline and the power of small, steady actions accumulating over time. It's about building your future, one small step at a time. The story is also a powerful warning against procrastination. The grasshopper had the same opportunities as the ant. The sun shone just as brightly for him, and the food was just as abundant. The difference was how they chose to use their time. The grasshopper chose temporary fun over long-term security and paid a heavy price. It reminds us that time is a finite resource. Opportunities, like the summer, don't last forever. We must prepare for the future while we have the chance. Furthermore, the fable highlights that true freedom comes from responsibility, not from avoiding it. The grasshopper thought he was free as he sang and played all day. But his lack of preparation ultimately made him a slave to his circumstances, to hunger and cold. The ant, on the other hand, through his disciplined work, earned the freedom to rest comfortably and securely when times got tough. His responsibility gave him control over his own destiny. This doesn't mean we should never have fun or enjoy life. The story isn't about becoming a joyless workaholic. A more nuanced interpretation is about finding a balance. It's about understanding that there is a time for work and a time for play. The most successful and fulfilling lives are often those that integrate both. Enjoy the sunny days, but also remember to mend the roof. Celebrate your successes, but also plan for potential challenges ahead. The symbolism in the story is beautifully simple and effective. Summer represents a period of opportunity, youth, or good fortune, a time when resources are plentiful and the path forward seems easy. It's the time we are given to build, to learn, and to grow. Winter, in contrast, symbolizes adversity, challenges, or the inevitable consequences of our choices. It's the test that reveals how well we prepared. The ant and the grasshopper themselves are powerful symbols. The ant stands for foresight, discipline, and the rational mind that plans for the future. The grasshopper represents impulsivity, short-term thinking, and the part of us that seeks immediate gratification. In conclusion, The Ant and the Grasshopper is much more than a children's story. It's a profound meditation on the human condition and the choices we make every day. It teaches us that planning ahead and working diligently are the cornerstones of a secure and stable life. While living in the moment has its own beauty, ignoring the future can lead to hardship and regret. The story encourages us to be like the ant, not to sacrifice all joy for work, but to understand that the efforts we make today are the foundation for the peace and comfort we will enjoy tomorrow. It's a timeless reminder that we are the architects of our own destiny, and the best time to start building is now. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this classic fable. What are your thoughts on the story? Do you lean more towards the ant or the grasshopper? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that teach us about life. We'll see you in the next one.